with in the immortal words of Rahul Gandhi, okay, Tata, Khatam, bye bye.
The lead is open to 1/3 now, 60 and 174. Nearly 3 times the lead, nearly 3 times.
But as Rahul said, it's almost like a perfect teamwork with garnishing of the Ram temple effect on top. When people say, how is this combination Modi and Yogi working time and again in UP, I will give you some data. You remember, Anand, about a couple of years ago or 1.5 years ago, there were these terrible riots in Jahangirpuri in Delhi. And I think your crew went to Jahangirpuri and asked the people, and you know what they said? They said, हमें बिजली पानी नहीं चाहिए, हमें योगी दो, हमें योगी दो. That tells you what people want above everything else is law and order, is stability, is peace of mind. A, Yogi has given it. B, out of all the central schemes that Modi has given, maximum benefit has been taken by UP. And you talk about the base effect, of course, because you have the poverty maximum in UP and Bihar. But almost a third of Ayushman health cards, almost a third of gas cylinders, almost a third of toilets have been built in UP. And not even talking of the highways and infrastructure that Rahul was talking of. So the base is solid foundation. People have seen that the delivery is astonishing, and on top of that, the Ram effect, Ram temple effect is the maximum in UP.
We will talk about the Ram temple effect in just a bit. How much do you think, Vikas versus Vishwas, which is the factor that's translating into such huge gains for the BJP?
In Uttar Pradesh, the BJP is by far the most socially representative party across all social indicators barring Muslims, number one. Number two, like Anand was saying, in the social welfare schemes, PM Awas, about 26 million houses have been approved. A significant proportion of them have been in UP. UP has been far ahead of other states in implementation and of government schemes, but because it came from such a low base, the rate of change has been significantly high. So that made a huge difference. Women voters. Significant rise of BJP is linked to the rise of women voters who have been the biggest beneficiaries of these schemes. So in that sense, when you add all of this together, and in your survey, by the way, Anand, shows that the 3 biggest issues for voters are what? Jobs, law and order is the second one. Now, if you look at law and order, when in the UP election of 2022, when Yogi won the greatest victory ever of the BJP in that state, the only thing you heard when you traveled across the state was law and order. Second thing you heard was ration tail, right? That was all because of what happened in the COVID safety net. So what we are seeing is that in between 2014 to 2024, the model that the BJP started in 2014, it was an anti-incumbency thing, right? But in 2019, the BJP grew roots in UP. In 2022, that model deepened further, and now we are seeing that expanding even further, both at a social coalition level and at a development level.
One small point. When you talk of a Vikas, Anand, you also talked of Vishwas, and I think that's very important to make. He may not get Muslim votes, but the fact remains that even Muslims and their community acknowledges that maximum benefit of all these schemes proportionately has gone to the Muslims in UP.
I want to add something to a very interesting point you said. On Muslim vote, when I was looking at the fine print of this survey, it showed a surprisingly high number of Muslim votes for BJP.
Really?
It's significantly higher than the UP election of 2022. And in fact, the survey has been mapped Shia voters as well as Sunni voters. And while of course Sunni Shia voters were more, because traditionally they voted more for BJP, but the rise in Sunni voters from a much lower base is significantly high.
Among women, the Pashmandas will come into play. They are the ones who have gained the maximum out of the Labh or the Labharti. Sudhanshu Trivedi, member Rajya Sabha, MP, also and also national spokesperson of the BJP with us. We'll also try and thank Nalin for joining us at this point. Shantanu Gupta will be joining us. Dr. Anand Ranganathan and Tehseen Poonawala stay on. Sudhanshu ji, namaste. The numbers are saying a 15 seat bump up compared to the last time around, and the best ever Lok Sabha performance for the BJP in Uttar Pradesh.
Actually, Anand, if you look in 2014 was adjusted the best ever performance. Then 2019 proved to be further high in terms of percentage of vote, though we declined a little bit on the seats. Now it is again going to be the best performance as per you. But my point of interest is the 3 seats which you are showing, 2 to India Alliance and 1 to BSP. Which are those 2 seats? I think the Amethi and Raebareli is not surfacing in this. And other seats which are considered to be a very stronghold of Samajwadi Party's first family, Eta, Itawa, Manpuri and Azamgarh, and then the Azam Khan's Garh, Rampur, I think they are all also not coming. So it becomes a very significant point of interest that which two seats as per your survey they are getting. And I would like to say, as you were discussing, UP was considered to be a Bimaru state, but that was not just the truth. As Anand Ranganathan was saying, the first and foremost thing in Uttar Pradesh was law and order. And the biggest change after our government came in Delhi under Modi ji and our government came in UP under Yogi ji, it has transformed UP. I would like to remind to the several viewers, there was a film, the name was Company 20 years back, which was based on Mumbai's underworld. And in that, a police cop officer was saying that nowadays it has become very difficult to identify the shooters because they used to come. There was a scene that a person is coming, someone was giving money, then a sound of a shot, and the person is again going on a bus, and there was a milestone, Azamgarh 500 kilometers. This was the image of Uttar Pradesh. And now the same Uttar Pradesh is that where mafias used to file the petition in the court that they are safe in the Punjab jail. They don't want to go in Uttar Pradesh jail. And the same Azamgarh has said, Maharaja Suhel Dev State University, same Azamgarh as Prime Minister has inaugurated the airport, expressway. मतलब जमाना बदल गया और इसीलिए मैं कहना चाहता हूं, whatever you are saying, we got 42% vote, 38-39% in 2014, then further we improved the share in 2019. Now as per survey it is crossing 57%, but we hope that we will be able to touch 60% vote, जिसे यूपी की भाषा पर कहेंगे 100 में 60 हमारा है और बाकी में बंटवारा है.